Now we are going to learn normal form. So before that, what is mean by normal? Let's suppose there is a line L, and to line L there is a second line N which is perpendicular to it. So whenever any line is perpendicular to the other line, this line N will be called as normal to line L. So here I can write line N is normal to line L, right? And also we can see line L is normal to line N. So I can also write line L is normal to line N. So just remember, whenever any line is perpendicular on the second line, that line is called as normal, right? This way no. This way no. Now we are going to derive equation, standard equation of the line in normal form. That means by using the credentials about a normal from line to line from origin, right? So let's see. Let's suppose this line L, whose inclination is theta, right? And if I draw a perpendicular, that is the normal from origin to this line. Here you can see ON is normal to line L because it is making a 90-degree angle, right? So here ON is perpendicular to line L. That means ON is normal, right? So whenever there is any line to which a normal is drawn from origin and all the details about that normal is given, by using that details about the normal, we can derive the equation of this line. Let's see how. Let's suppose this ON, which is normal to line L, is making an inclination alpha. Here you can see the alpha inclination, that is angle made by the line with positive x-axis, is called inclination, right? ON is making an inclination of alpha. Okay. Now, and the second thing is length of ON. Length of ON is P. So here P is denoting length of ON. Length of ON is equals to P, right? And inclination of ON is your alpha, right? That is angle made by the ON with positive axis, right? So by using these two credentials about the normal, we can derive the equation of this line, right? So let's start. Here, if inclination of ON is alpha, then that means slope of ON will be tan of your alpha, right? Slope of ON will be equals to tan of alpha, that is tan of the inclination. It is called slope. Okay. So here slope of ON is tan alpha and ON is perpendicular to line L. That means slope of ON into slope of line L equals to minus 1. This we know, if two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slope is equals to minus 1. This property I am using here, right? Okay, remember this, which property I am using. Okay. Now, as the slope of ON is tan alpha, just put the value. So what I will get, tan alpha into slope of line L equals to minus 1. That means slope of line L equals to minus 1 upon, if I take this tan to the right hand side, I will get minus 1 upon tan alpha. We know that We know that 1 upon tan alpha is, this 1 upon tan alpha is cot alpha. Reciprocal of tan is cot. So what I will get? I will write here. Here I will write slope of line L is equals to, minus is there, here minus is there, 1 upon tan alpha is cot alpha. So I got slope of line L as minus cot alpha. So just remember it. Take the screenshot. I'm going to erase this. Take the screenshot. Right. Now, if I know the slope of any line, I should know the any through which the line is passing, so that I will be able to use equation of line in slope point form. Here if I know the slope, I should find out any point through which this line L is passing, right? So let's find this point N, which is the base of the perpendicular ON on line L. How to find it? We have seen in relation between Cartesian plane and polar coordinate, that is Cartesian coordinate system and polar coordinate system. What I have written there, if x and y are the coordinates of any point P, I can write this x as r cos theta and y as r sin theta, where r is this distance from theta is the angle made by this distance from O, right? Here this we have seen. Okay. And if someone have not attended the last session, please go through that video. You will able to find this relation. This is the basic intense and you have seen this. R is this x comma y is the coordinates of point P in Cartesian plane, and r cos theta, r sin theta are in the form of your polar coordinate system we have used. Okay. Just it is not in polar coordinate system. Just I am relating it. You can directly apply a basic trigonometry here. If someone have not attended the last session, I will quickly revise or derive in the second way. Let's suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis. The point P, the coordinates are x, y. That means this distance is your x and this distance is your y. Right? This is your origin. Let's suppose OP length is r and this angle is theta. That is the angle of OP, inclination of OP. Now, this will be a right in a triangle. Let's suppose this point is D. In triangle OPD, just apply trigonometry. So if I apply sin theta, I will get opposite side, which is PD upon hypotenuse, which is OP. Right? So here PD is x, OP is my length r. So what I will get, x equals to r into sin theta. X equals to r sin theta. Just multiply r to left hand side, you will get x equals to r sin theta. That means I can write x as r cos theta. Right? Now, similarly apply sine. I am going to erase this. Okay. In triangle OPD again apply trigonometry. I will use cos. Cos of theta will be adjacent side OD upon hypotenuse OP. Here OD will be y. This distance is y. That means this is also y. and length of OP is R. If I shift this R to left hand side, what I will get? Y equals to R cos theta. Right? That means I can write here Y as R cos theta. So remember, any point x comma y whose coordinates are x comma y, I can write it as R cos theta and R sin theta. R is the distance of that point from origin, and theta is the angle made by that distance or the line joining point P and origin OP, and this angle theta will be the inclination of that object. Right? So here similarly, point N I can write as distance. Here R is length, and in the R case, R is represented by P. So P cos and theta. Here in R case, theta is alpha, comma, and R. What is the value of R in our case? It is P. Sin. What is the value of theta in our case? Alpha. So I can write N as P cos alpha, that is the coordinates of N, as P cos alpha and P sin alpha by using the credentials about perpendicular ON. Right? Here, now I know the slope of line L, that is minus cot alpha, and the point through which the line L is passing. Just apply trigonometry, or just apply equation of line in slope point form. Right? Just apply. What is the equation of line in slope point form? It is y minus 1 equals to m in bracket x minus x1. Here x1, y1 are the coordinates of the point from which the line is passing. Here this will be your x1, this will be your y1, and m is the slope. Here I know the slope, that is value of m will be minus cot alpha. Now put the respective values. What I will get? Y minus, what is the value of y1? It is e sin alpha. What is the value of slope? It is minus cot alpha. X minus, what is the value of x1? E cos alpha. Now I can write cot as cos upon sin, right? Just multiply this sin alpha to the left hand side. What I will get? Cos alpha into y minus p sin alpha into y minus p sin alpha equals to, sorry, this is sin. This is sin alpha minus cos alpha in bracket x minus p cos alpha. Now multiply sin alpha into y, sin alpha y minus p sin into sin square alpha equals to minus cos alpha into x minus cos alpha into x, minus into minus plus p cos into cos square alpha. Right? Now switch this term to the left and this term to the right. What I will get? Cos alpha x, cos alpha into x plus sin alpha into y. I am writing this first and this second. Right? Now what I will have? P cos square alpha. This minus will become plus in right hand side P sin square alpha. So I have in right hand side P cos square alpha plus P sin square. Just take this P common. Right? Have a screenshot so that I can remove this. I'm going to erase this. Okay. Now, what I will have on the left hand side, I will have cos alpha into x plus sin alpha into 1. I will have cos square plus sin square. I can write it as sin square plus cos square. I am not writing this. This is sin square alpha, cos square alpha. Okay. I have used the short form. So remember, in next calculation, to reduce the writing and solve the question in faster way, we are going to use C for cos or cosec or cot. Depends on the problem. We will use the short form, right? So remember this. Here I know sin square plus cos square will be 1. So P into 1 will be P. And on the left hand side, what I have? Cos alpha into x plus sin alpha into y. Okay. So this is the equation of the line in the form of normal form. That means here you can observe this is the equation of the line L. By here to find the equation of the line L, we have used the credentials or the given information about the normal from origin. That is the distance of the perpendicular or the length of the perpendicular P. This is the length of your perpendicular, right? This is your length of perpendicular. And this alpha is your inclination of this perpendicular. Here I am using sin alpha and cos alpha here. Right. So whenever the information about normal to the line is given and that normal should be from origin, we can easily derive or find the equation of the line by using this formula. Cos alpha into x plus sin alpha into y equals to P. Just remember this, have a note. We will take an example, the application of this formula, right? That's all. Here in this example 1, you can see a perpendicular drawn from origin to a line has the length. That means there will be a line, right? This will be a line. A perpendicular is drawn whose length is 5. That means value of P is given, and which makes 30 degree angle, right? 30 degree. Here this is making 30 degree angle with respect to direction of axis, right? Find the equation of the line. We have to find the equation of this. We know the equation cos alpha into x plus sin alpha into y equals to P. Here value of alpha will be your angle 30 degree, which is the perpendicular making with x-axis. Right. So just take cos, put the respective value. What is the value of alpha? 30 degree into x plus sin 30 degree into y equals to, what is the value of P? That is length of perpendicular 5. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Here the base is same. So what I will have, I can directly add the numerator. Root 3x plus 1 into y upon 2 equals to 5. Just take this 2 to the right hand side. What I will have? Root 3x plus y equals to 2 into 5, 10. Take this 10 to the left hand side. What I will have? Root 3x plus y minus 10 equals to 0. So this is the required equation of the line. And the information about normal was given. We have found the equation of this line in the indirect way, where information about the perpendicular is given. So just use this formula in this type of cases. This is called application of